Welcome to Kitchen to Kitchen. I am Nicole.
And I am Jamie. And today we are going to be making a kelp pad thai from the cookbook Plant Food is Medicine by Nastasia McKeon. I believe I said her name right. I'm not quite sure. So we are actually going to start by draining our kelp noodles, and then we're going to have to soak them for about an hour. I've never had kelp noodles before. You haven't either? So I'm kind of interested to see if these taste fishy or if they're good. We'll see. I hope that they're good because
they smell interesting.
They don't smell fishy at all.
The texture is really interesting too. They're almost rubbery. But super crunchy. And they do not taste like, they don't taste fishy.
They don't taste fishy at all. It does say soaking them for the hour makes the consistency different. Okay. So
yeah. First
step is to drain the noodles.
Okay. They're so delicate looking.
They are, but they're not delicate though.
No, they're not.
They're pretty firm.
They do, that smell-wise though, they remind me of the ocean.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they do. Oh, I'm dripping water all over. It says to cut them with the scissors, but I kind of just want to like...
Yeah, I wonder if we could just kind of run a knife over them a few times. Let's see.
I'm just going to try it. Ooh, they like crunch. They're like...
They do.
Oh, did you hear that?
The recipe says to cut these in quarters. Unless you pulled these, wow, they're so interesting. Unless you actually pulled them out and made long strings.
How would you do that? Yeah. That's why I'm just going to cut my package pretty much in quarters. So you actually bought how many packages of these? 6, you said?
I did, yes.
But if they're good, they're a good alternative for Dole, right?
Absolutely, and I know that we'll eat these anyway.
Right.
This is totally a type of food that we would eat, and I'm really, really curious. I know that they have really more health benefits. The directions say to put them into a bowl. They do into a bowl of water.
Yep, I'm going to. I got water here.
Okay.
A quarter cup of lemon juice.
Oh, that's right. It is only a quarter. Okay. I always love the smell of lemon. Oh my goodness.
I do too.
And I put it just on the stove before.
What?
For the smell. Oh, so pretty.
I love like lemon soap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just smells so fresh. I realized I didn't have enough salt because I believe it's a tablespoon.
Well, I only have coarse Himalayan salt, so this morning I was grinding a tablespoon of
That's
salt
what I'm doing right now. Grinding it away. That's all I do. All I do. I'm working on it though.
Yeah.
I had writing last night. I had my writing class last night.
Oh, that's right. How did it go?
Oh, wow. I feel like I'm a grandma. Sort of. I mean, literally, for real, every one of those people in my class besides the teacher could be my child. I mean, since Tia, like, she's probably older than the rest of the kids in that class. There's high schoolers in that class. Which is fine. I get it. Because, I'm a little old to be back in school, but it's okay. It's okay.
There are a lot of people, I'm sure your age, that are studying. It's just more what classes are they taking?
Oh, yeah. I have seen people that are a little older.
Yeah. Did you put the salt in yet?
I didn't.
Okay.
I'm just squeezing my lemons because I realized I didn't have enough salt, so I just...
Oh, got it.
I had to do that real quick. Okay. You already put your lemons in?
Ooh.
All right. Kimchi. What's Kimchi up to today?
Well, he's not really impressed maybe with my behavior because he has not had much shoulder time.
Oh.
So it's kind of problematic as far as he's concerned. So he's just over there calling and calling.
Making noise. He's probably like, what the heck?
Yep.
All right.
He'll survive.
Give those a little stir there. Perfect.
And then I've got the salt already ground. I'm going to put it in.
Okay.
I am just really curious about these noodles because I can imagine if they taste good or if they're a great texture, mixing them in with other, salads where they would typically use rice noodles.
Yeah, I'm very curious about them as well.
Okay, so we're just going to set this to the side for an hour.
Yep.
And then, once they've soaked for an hour, then we'll come back and make the dressing.
Yes, sounds great. All right, so we're back. Our noodles have been soaking for an hour, and we are going to make the pad thai sauce.
Yep.
Okay.
So first what we're going to do for it is juice a 1/4 cup of lemon. And actually all of these, it's pretty fast because all of the ingredients go right into the blender.
Yep.
For the sauce.
And making the pad thai is super quick. Is it not warm then? It's cold?
No, it's a cold one.
Huh.
Yeah, it's definitely different from other pad thais. And I'm really curious to taste it.
I am too. I absolutely love pad thai, so I'm gonna do a tiny bit more.
So does our older daughter, Amelia. I have a feeling if she tasted this one, she would probably say, that's not pad thai.
You never know. It might be really good.
Oh, right. Not so much that it wouldn't be good, more that she's definitely used to something hot.
Oh.
And very spicy. She goes very, very spicy.
Okay. So right into the blender, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing now, ginger?
So I'm cutting a piece of ginger off. And the way, one of my sisters that I grew up with, who lives in India, taught me that the way that they peel ginger is they actually do it with the back of a spoon.
Oh.
And so I just go and drag the side of the spoon, but I drag it along the ginger and it peels it.
I'm using a peeler. I'll try the spoon method. Give her a shot.
Yeah, it's just fast this way, and I think that it's actually sometimes easier than the peeler because when you get kind of those little nooks and crannies or crevices, whatever.
Yep.
Sometimes the peeler takes a little bit longer there. And actually, what you want is the scooping side of the spoon going against the skin. I probably will have ginger peel everywhere.
I got a tough spot that I'm actually going to cut off. I was like,
I'm gonna
spoon's not working. My grater's, my peeler's not working. I'm just going to cut it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that, I always love the smell of ginger. I'm very much about the smell of different herbs and spices. They're so fragrant.
They're very good.
So it's going to be 2 teaspoons of grated ginger. I'm just doing it since it's going in the blender, I'm just doing it along the finer side of my grater. Yeah, that's got to be a couple teaspoons. Ooh, look at me guesstimating.
I was going to say, are you guesstimating, Nicole?
I'm going rogue.
That's what I'm going to do too.
After the ginger, we do garlic. Now, when I pulled my garlic out, 2 cloves came out together, and I think I'm just going to use them.
You rock it.
I really like garlic.
You rock it. Do that.
Yeah. Might be a little potent, and I think I'm going to smash it, but, oh, that was noisy. And then there is tamari and peanut butter. And then, right, so the cilantro and basil, I'm just gonna cut, cilantro and basil also goes into the actual pad thai dish. So I'm just going to chiffonade, and by that I just mean I just pack all the herbs together and then kind of just cut them into these little delicate strips.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Yep.
I always thought it was chiffonade or something. Good to know. All right. What are you doing first? You're doing the basil?
Yep, I'm doing the basil right now.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna take, I'm doing the same as you. I'm just kind of guessing at it. And I'm just gonna do half in the dressing, half in the salad. And not the salad. It feels like a salad to me, but it's a pad thai. And then I'm just gonna do the same with the cilantro. I just kind of, you know, just fold it together and then I do the same thing. And I don't take the leaves off. I use the whole stem. You use the whole stem too, right?
I do. I need half of it because that looks like a good 2. Yep. So I need like half of it for this. Boop.
Yep.
Save the other half for later.
Okay. I'm just gonna mix them in a little bowl. Go.
Half of you. All right. Perfect. So I got my rest of, I'm mixing them all together just like you did.
So for the next part, we're gonna take a jalapeno and cut it in half. The recipe says to de-seed it. I don't have a lot of seeds in mine and I kind of like spice. So I'm gonna leave, I'm just gonna leave the seeds in, but I'm just slicing it.
Okay. I am de-seeding it because ever since I was pregnant with my 11-year-old, I like lost my, what would you call it? I can't handle it anymore.
When I visited Dad in California some years ago, he took me to a taco place and he would actually eat fried serranos. So they would just take a serrano just whole and fry them.
Oh, wow.
And then he would eat that, just the whole thing. I would eat them with sour cream. I loved the flavor, but they were just so hot. I don't know how he did it, but they're very good. Okay, so in goes a very tiny bit of sesame oil.
I know, I'm like hoping I can get it all out of the bowl. Like that's such a tiny little bit. So
it is. And then there is water. So I'm just gonna say the recipe says to use 3/4 of a cup of water, and then if you need more to thin it, you'll add more later. I'm wondering if it's really gonna need to be thinned as I look at it, but we'll see. And then there is salt, Himalayan salt. And then for the sweetener, you are using, the recipe calls for agave, and that's what you're using, right?
Yeah, I'm really confused. I just put in what I thought was sesame oil, but this is the sesame oil. Just keep going. I got salt. I'm not sure what that was. I'll figure it out. Okay.
I wonder what it was.
I don't know. It was something I think that goes in there. It has to be, right?
And then am I right that you're using agave for the sweetener?
Yes, you're right. You are correct.
Okay.
I don't know what that was, but I'm putting all the bowls I got in here. I have no clue.
I am using, instead of using agave, I'm going to try it with date paste. I make date paste as a sweetener and I use it a lot of times. So I'm just going to try it in here.
Okay.
See how it goes. And then for me, the last ingredient that you might already have added is rice vinegar. Mine isn't rice wine vinegar. I just went with rice vinegar.
I had an extra cup of something that I threw over here apparently because I had one extra little. I don't even know. I don't even know, Nicole, but it's in the bowl. I'm very confused apparently about this recipe. It flow's going fine minus my random extra ingredient that I don't know what it was, but I threw in there anyway. See how this goes. All right.
We're supposed to blend this for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we made our sauce. Now we're going to strain the noodles so that they have a little chance to kind of dry before we make this. So now we just have to prep our veggies.
Okay. So for that we have, it's about a cup of the different vegetables. So I think it's just kind of a guessing here. It's probably roughly half of a red bell pepper, I'm thinking, for this part.
I would bet.
And they're supposed to be thinly sliced. I think I'm going to thinly slice them, but then cut them in half. I think if they're cut in half, they'll be a little bit more, they'll make more sense in the pad thai.
I think so too. I'm cutting mine into chunks actually, but that's just me.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious how the noodles are going to taste once the sauce is on.
I actually think it's going to be quite good. I just think it's going to be a very different texture than we're used to when we think of pad thai. It's definitely going to be super colorful. Wow.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Super colorful.
And then it's about a cup of carrot, and it says to shred or thinly slice, so I'm just going to shred it quick on the biggest size shredder.
And I already have mine pre-shredded that I'm working with, so.
That's great. Whatever works.
Yeah. Don't want to waste them, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah, this is about a cup and a half, but I'm just gonna do it. And then it's let me see here. It's about a cup of kale. And with the kale, I just take it, just trying to clean up the carrot. So I just take kale and I pull it, well, once I get my shredder here, I just take it and pull it like this, and it takes it right off of the stem.
That's a great way.
You can also just kind of, the idea is you don't want this part. If you make juice, you can definitely use this, the spine of it. You could also, I know we've steamed it before. There are ways to use it, but you don't want it in this pad thai.
I'm kind of cutting mine up, so obviously it's not in giant chunks.
Yeah.
And then it says to massage it. So are we just gonna... And typically, like you were saying, you do like a lemon juice, or I've done it with olive oil before.
I'm sure you could do it either way. I'm going to do it with some lemon. What are you going to use?
I'll use some lemon. That's fine.
Okay. Okay.
So massage it for 3 minutes. Oh boy.
This should be an experience.
Massaging our kale on camera. I'm going to set my timer. I'm actually going to do 3 minutes. Let's do this. Hang on.
Oh, goodness.
3 minutes. Where's my 3 minutes? Okay. Are you massaging your kale? Oh, you're still working. Hang on. I'm jumping ahead of myself.
Wow, that was noisy. I just need to get a little lemon on it. Okay.
Okay, I'm starting.
Oh, you put on a timer.
I got it.
I'm so grateful in this moment that I do not have any cuts that I am unaware of, because that would be very painful.
Oh my gosh, with lemon juice? Yes, it will. And actually, as you said that, I have a little cut right there, little cuticle. That it just
Oh
got
my
into.
gosh.
But
I hate that.
not too bad. It's okay. I will survive. We're done with our kale. So, we're done.
Was that 3 minutes?
That was 3 minutes.
Wow.
That flew by.
Okay.
Yep.
That went super
All right,
fast.
so that goes in there.
And then we have the cilantro, basil, and then green onion gets added in.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be roughly the same amount of cilantro, basil, and green onion. I think I'm just going to cut up a whole green onion.
So, got my green onion.
And I'm going to get the vegetables and noodles blended together, and then I'm going to add the sauce in.
Okay. You putting the almonds in right now?
No, I'm going to put them right at the very end.
Okay.
That's at least what the recipe says to do, so I figured I'd try it.
Yeah, I'll do that too. These kelp noodles, though, boy, I'll tell you, they smell like they smell like my fish tank did. That's what they smell like. Not gonna lie. It's fine. It's fine.
I think that with the sauce, though.
Yeah, with the sauce, it'll change it for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, even once you just mix everything in the bowl, and you get like the cilantro. I can smell that a lot. And then it just says a cup of the dressing.
Oh, that's even... Okay.
You're just guessing.
Scoot that over. Well, it's definitely different from any pad thai that I have ever had, but it does smell really good.
It smells very good, and I don't need all the sauce. I totally lied. I probably did like half the sauce.
I did too.
Looks delicious. Smells delicious.
It does. Do you think you cut your noodles small enough?
They're kind of clumping.
Yeah, I'm noticing that too.
So maybe not. But, I mean, I think they'll work fine because you can kind of twist them.
Yeah. I have to make sure that I don't eat all the noodles.
I know. That's like the problem. You got to make sure when they clump like that.
Right. Oh my gosh.
It does smell real good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Moment of truth.
Kind of a twirling
I know. That's what I'm...
action thingamabobber.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Okay.
I'm kind of struggling with the noodles, I'm going to say. Just like being able to get them to mix. How do I, like, they don't feel like they're distributed well.
I had the same thing. I'm thinking maybe we didn't cut them enough, like you said. Flavor-wise, though, it's actually really good. And it doesn't taste like my fish tank. Or smell like my fish tank now that it's mixed together.
It has an interesting flavor to it. I think we could have used, if we wanted, we could have used sesame seeds instead of almonds, but I think the almonds are good.
It tastes lemony. I can really taste the lemon in it. But that might be partially because we did lemon on the kale.
That's what I was thinking.
And I mean, there was a fair amount of lemon juice in it.
Well, yes, because the dressing, so we used half of the dressing, which means we used about 1/8 of a cup with that.
And the noodles are soaked with lemon juice.
Right.
And we massaged lemon juice into the kale.
Right.
So we were really going for lemon juice this time around.
Totally. I think it's really, really good. I think the flavor is bright, like I would kind of expect from something like this. I just wish that the noodles distributed a little better.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess sometimes when I have pad thai, I mean, I know it's a totally different type of noodle, but sometimes I am kind of making sure to get noodles mixed in. So maybe it's not that huge of a deal.
Yeah, I don't think it's that different, actually, now that you say that. Because when I think about pad thai, I feel like the rice noodles always kind of clump together.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you're eating pad thai or a salad?
I feel like I'm eating a salad, and it's really like fresh. Like it's a good, like healthy lunch.
Yeah, it's really good.
It is good. All right.
Okay.
Well, thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Hope you try it.